How do you attract and manifest money? Hi, I'm Dr. Lisa and welcome to my channel. I'm happy to have you here. How do you attract money? I'm going to tell you two different ways of attracting money. One is an energetic way, and one is a practical, pragmatic action way. First, get a plan. Know what your target is. So if you do classes, if you hire clients, or you do marketing, or you're a massage therapist, or you're a dog walker, whatever, what do you need know what you need each week to make the money you want to make. Now, how do you decide what money you want to make? Well, first, you take the pragmatic action of knowing what it costs to live your life and what it costs to run your business. Ask for that at the minimum and double it for the maximum when you start out. You can triple it and quadruple it as you go along. But this is just like, let's say you're just starting out. And then you have the number you need to make every month. So break it down into 4 weeks in a month. Break it down every day, however it works for you. So you know, okay, today I have to make $200 or whatever it is, in the week. But you don't keep focused on that. You just know that. Do you need 2 jobs to do that? Do you need to go to school and have a part-time job to do that? Whatever it is, you know you. So that's the pragmatic thing. Know your numbers, pick a number, and shoot for that target. We all have to have a target, and that target becomes your salary in a certain way. Now, everybody was gonna say, most people say, I want to be a millionaire. Great, divide that by 12. But to be a millionaire or attract $1 million are 2 different things, okay? So you gotta know your numbers and you gotta have your targets and see with what you're doing can create that. So that's the first way to attract money, is know your numbers, get your plan, have the options to create that financial reality for yourself. And then just do it. Every single day, take an action step toward that. Who do I need to call? Who do I need to email? What flyer? What website offer? What Facebook ad? What Instagram going live? Whatever it is. What bookstore? What flyer? Where do I need to go? What advertisement? What radio station? What news? All that kind of stuff. You got to walk the talk, right? And you got to talk to people about what you do and hit them with how you can benefit them by them choosing your services. That's the pragmatic action step. I remember when I first had my $30,000 or more a month, and it was a big deal for me. And what I did without even knowing this was going to happen is I created packages of sessions for individual clients at a certain amount, which was at the time $9.97 for 5 sessions. That was a bargain back then. And I practiced in the mirror for this 30-second commercial at this networking event that I was doing. And in that networking event, at that evening, I did it perfectly because I practiced at home. And I got 29 seconds, I finished, and I stood up there and took the accolades. And I got 30 clients sign up for my $9.97 package. Boom, but that's just 1 month. You have to keep going with things like that. But that's what I did. You got to walk the talk and put the time in. You can't just expect people to know because you have a service that you're the one that's going to do it for them. You got to show them you're the one. Now, energetic. Well, this is something that I talk a lot about, and I actually have a lot of video series on my websites that target this in many different ways. Actualize your ask is one of them. Embrace your roar is another one of them. Cultivating presence, all these sorts of things helps with the energetic into action. These are all things you can find on drlisacooney.com. But I call it Creation Station. And every morning I sit for a different amount of time and I do something different every day. You don't have to necessarily do it every day, but this is what I started noticing, that energetically, when I am really behind on an energetic level what I'm putting out in the world, and that is why I'm doing it. Okay, why do I do what I do? Why do you do what you do? I love being a contribution. I love hearing from people what they received from me. I love knowing that their financial situation changed, or they got married, or they went back to school, or they published a book, or they released the weight, or they no longer suffer from PTSD, or they no longer have to take their medication, or the disease is gone. These are all things that I have seen hundreds and thousands of times over the last 30 years from people working with me. But what I know they're connecting to is what I do in my creation station, which is I actualize and envision what I want to create and why, and for what purpose. What's my labor of love here? What brings me joy about what I do? And then every day I feed it. And I'm not thinking about the people so much, or the numbers, or the money. I'm sensing into, gosh, if we all empower ourselves to choose on a daily basis what works for us, how much happier will we be? How much more money can we receive? How much kinder can we be to ourselves, our body, our loved ones, our beloveds, our animals, this planet, the people we work with? And that just kind of pays it forward and pays it forward and pays it forward. So sometimes I'll do like readings or angel cards or numerology, or I'll journal, or I'll create the targets for all of these programs that I'm doing, or individual sessions that I'm doing. But the target is from the contribution. The target is from what does it mean to me about what I want to contribute to the world, not what I do and how I can do it with you. It's what does it bring for me that I want to share with the world. You do that on an energetic level and feed, download all of your products with, I just want people to succeed and be inspired and be motivated and be happy and be joyous and free of their anxieties and free of their depressions and free of their dramas and free of their traumas, and just live happy. I know it seems so simple. Live happy, live calm, live fluid, flow, peaceful and easy, joyous and creative and imaginative and brilliant, and do things you've never been able to think you could ever do before. The energy behind your products, that's how you make money. And the pragmatic, practical action steps to show it out in the world. Those two together, boom. You'll be rolling in the dough. Thanks for listening. Continue the conversation in the comments. Like this. If you like it, share it with whomever you'd like to share it, and ring the bell, hit the bell for when a new video drops or downloads, or I go live. Now go be great.